So, good evening. Unai Emery has done his press conference today, literally just about an hour ago. It was quite a long wait for some reason. I think it was something to do with an interpreter for him. He also done the press conference with Petr Cech. Good evening to everyone in the chat. He has done his press conference. It was quite a short one, and he did quite a lot of it in Spanish. So I can't speak Spanish. I'd like to speak Spanish. I'd like to learn Spanish, but unfortunately I can't speak Spanish. So a lot of it I couldn't understand. But good evening to everyone in the chat room. All 60 plus of you right now. Only 2 likes. Go and hit the like button for me. I appreciate that. But we have a massive game tomorrow evening. BST, yes, you was first in the chat, mate. Well done. Congratulations and thank you for the support. But yeah, we have a massive game tomorrow. And it's all or nothing on this now. Obviously, we see last night what a miracle that was up at Anfield. You know, and Valencia are going to be sitting there thinking, well, Liverpool can do it, so can we. And we can't be complacent at all. We need to make sure that we get out there and we do our jobs properly, and that means no passengers whatsoever. We need to go out and try and win the game. But like I said, Emery's done his press conference. I'll go through a few of the bits in a minute, but you know, for me, this is make or break now. You know, we've totally capitulated in the last 8 games of the Premier League. Good evening. Nice one, Mr. T. I don't think that's the original Mr. T, but there we go. But yeah, we've capitulated in the last 8 games, and we've only got ourselves to blame. And these players, like, listen, I know a lot of people are getting on the manager's case. And yeah, I can see where they're coming from, because he has made a lot of mistakes in the last 8 weeks. But at the same time, these players pick and choose when they want to play games. And it's not just Arsenal that do this. Man United players do it. Chelsea players do it. But the thing is, Chelsea have genuinely got a world-class footballer in their team who, when he does fancy it, will single-handedly drag Chelsea to a victory. But, you know, we ain't got that world-class player that can just pick a ball up, round 4 players and go and score an absolute screamer. Chelsea have that, which is why they are in 3rd place. Tottenham are a better team, let's be real. Let's not sugarcoat it. They are a better team. The amount of injuries Tottenham have had this season, and they're still 4th. We can all laugh at them and take the mick out of them and say they're bottle jobs for bottling the title. They were never in a title race to begin with. So, but you know, when you look at Man United and you look at Arsenal, two of the fallen greats, you know, it used to be us 2 battling it out for the title. And both of us have got massive surgery to sort out in the summer. Both of us need a massive overhaul of players that ain't good enough. Both of us need to go out and actually show some intent and go and spend some money. I see saying earlier that Man United average, I think it was, I might be wrong in saying this. I might have got this wrong. I can't even remember who it was that said it, but they're averaging, I think it was 60 million quid or something net spend since Fergie's left. That might be wrong. I don't know, but I'm sure I heard that on the radio earlier today, which, let's be real, for a club of Man United size, with the amount of turnover they've got, is just a joke. Arsenal, another one. We're taking like £400 million a year, more than £400 million a year, when Adidas and Emirates renew their deals. And we're lucky if we go and spend 70 million quid in a summer window. It's not good enough. And, you know, for us to actually genuinely compete with Liverpool and with Man City, we need a huge overhaul, to the point where in 2-3 seasons' time, none of these players, or maybe just a handful of these players, are still at the football club. When you look at what Liverpool did last night, I was one of them that gave them no chance. No chance whatsoever. They got their best 2 players not playing. One of the best left-backs, if not the best left-back in the world, goes off injured. And you're just thinking, nah, they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. But if you look at their midfield, they got Jordan Henderson. Our fans wouldn't want him at Arsenal. They wouldn't want him at Arsenal. He'd walk straight in our team. Gjorgjievski Wijnaldum, he'd walk straight in our team. And both of them players have come from Sunderland and Newcastle. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you look at the left-back they've got. They got him from Hull City. And sometimes I think that we just need to go out there and just have this policy of, right, rather than going and trying to get an extravagant name, actually go out there and just go, right, he's played in the Premier League, he's played in the Premier League, he's played in the Premier League, we're going to sign them. And, you know, people are turning their nose up at Ryan Fraser. Listen, I don't think Ryan Fraser's an Arsenal footballer, let's be real. But he's better than what we have right now. And if that means that we go and sign Ryan Fraser for 15, 20 million quid, and he does more than Iwobi and Mkhitaryan, I'm all for that, because it is a stepping stone to get us to where we want to be. But I'm going off topic, so let's get on to the press conference. Like I said, it was done about an hour ago, and he had Petr Cech with him today. And it took about, I think it was about an hour, all these journos were waiting around for him, because Emery was waiting for a translator to come in. And then they got up and then they left and they come back in again. It was just all over the place. But Emery's basically said that we're playing to win the game, which is the right way to play it, in my opinion. Similar to how we did against Napoli, take the game to Valencia. They are going to become desperate the longer that game goes on. So we've got to nullify that threat straight away. They were good at the Emirates, let's be real. They could have been 3-0 up after 10 minutes. Thank you for that, by the way. Your name's gone, it's popped, it's gone. But yeah, thank you, I am quite smart. But yeah, we need to play to win the game. It's a 50-50 game, Emery's saying. We need to score. So I'm liking the fact that he's saying all of this stuff. It's positive. But this is his final shot as well. Let's be real here, right? Between him and them players, they have got to take responsibility for us capitulating. No, I won't be watching that lot. I'll keep an eye on the score, but I ain't watching Spurs. No thanks. I hope Ajax absolutely slap them all around Amsterdam. Yeah, we need to score a goal. We need to be solid. It's the last chance for Champions League football. It's going to be difficult, but the players need to go out and enjoy it. This was a very good question he was asked as well. I can't remember which journalist asked him this, but did you feel undervalued at Valencia, and do you have a point to prove coming back? What a great question. His reply to that was, I wish it was Valencia versus Arsenal in the final. I suppose he's keeping Valencia sweet there, but let's be real. He probably did feel undervalued. Cech then spoke about respecting the opponent, the usual stuff. And then he mentioned about ties that get overturned. We can't do that. We have to respect him, etc., etc. He's also said that they've trained hard this week. Well, let's hope they have, because they have taken the wholesale mick for weeks now. Against Wolves, players are ducking in the wall for the first goal. You know, players are passing players in, like Xhaka's passing them in for their third goal. We had Ozil ducking challenges against Leicester. I was on a live stream on Guna Eagle Eye, and I was shocked that Iwobi was taken off at half-time in that game. When I spoke to people that were actually at the game, they told me the reason Iwobi was taken off is what we didn't see on TV, was when he missed that sitter to go 1-0 up, he started walking back. And Emery absolutely ripped him a new one. The fans were going in on him. So yeah, I can see why he got hooked. We can't have that. Listen, at the end of the day, you cannot have a midfield like Mkhitaryan, Iwobi, Xhaka, Torreira and Ozil that end up just being Torreira trying to take on everyone. Because that's what it's been for the last month. You know, every single one, even Torreira's not faultless. He's been poor recently. He was good at the weekend, but he was a one-man midfield again at the weekend. And, you know, too many times we have had these games where 8 players disappear. That ain't good enough to play for Arsenal. If you can't tackle, if you can't cross a ball, if you can't take a man on, if you can't track back, if you can't show some heart for the badge, you're surplus to requirements at this football club, because that is what is required to play for Arsenal. Yeah, so, you know, for me, we've just got to go out there and show all of them characteristics and go out there and show a bit of hunger. We're winning the game. Let's have it right here. We are 2 goals up in this game. And if we bottle this, then everyone deserves the sack. Let's be real. They all deserve the sack. And I've been Emery's biggest fan all season. Yeah, like, I can't cry for the previous manager to go for 7 years and then sit here and get on the new manager's case straight away. That ain't me. I gave him a pass for the season. But if they do bottle that and capitulate massively, then his job's on the line. It has to be. I don't know. But yeah, Emery then did a load of talking in Spanish. And like I said, I don't speak Spanish. I wish I did. I can say hola and señorita and all that, and cerveza. That's about as far as my Spanish lingo goes. 271 people watching. I appreciate that. Go and hit the thumbs up. There's only 45 of them right now. I'll take some questions while we're at it as well. Let's do a few minutes worth of questions. Does everyone think we're going to win the game, by the way? My preview for the game, evening VP. Your mum's house. No, it's actually my house that I own because I actually work for a living, mate. Yeah, remember you're watching me. I'm not watching you, yeah? Is Claude a legend? I love Claude, man. I know people get on his case, but you know what, right? He loves this club with a passion, and he supported this club before I was born. And people need to understand that he ain't just trying to be negative all the time. He's just saying what he feels. And a lot of people just don't like what he says because it hurts. It's truth, you know? Let's get give me some questions, man. I love this channel, thank you. Thoughts on Tillemans, good question. Cheers for that. Your name's gone, sorry mate, I would have given you a shout on that. Yes, Adam, Claude Israel. Thoughts on Tillemans, I think he's an absolute baller. Absolute baller. League gunner for president, I don't know about that, mate. But yeah, I do rate Tillemans, and he is available, let's be real. The fact that Leicester got him and we got Dennis Suarez is probably testament to Leicester's scouting, you know, and I think we should be all over that in the summer. Is Aaron Ramsey a legend? No. Good player, FA Cup legend, yes. Scoring 2 goals in the finals. I was there for the Chelsea final, and I'll never forget that. That was mad. And, you know, for me, I'm a bit older than a lot of the people in this chat room right now, but for me, the FA Cup, it was massive when I was growing up, and it was a whole day event. You know, they used to do on TV in England, Road to Wembley, and it used to start at 8 in the morning and go all the way through. You used to have a helicopter watching the team coach driving into the ground, then they'd show you your route to the final, etc., etc. But now, Premier League, Champions League, and, you know, all the money that's come into football because of the TV rights, Sky Sports, BT, etc., it's killed the cups, absolutely killed it. So now, it's all about the Premier League and the Champions League. So 4th place is bigger than winning a trophy. I don't buy into that. The FA Cup, great for me, man. Take the FA Cup over fourth place. 4th place is 3rd loser. But no, he's not. Ramsey is not a legend for me. Cult hero, maybe. Do you think we will win the Europa League? Says Music Beast. I do. I actually genuinely think if we get to the final, don't care who we play, I think we'll win it. Sterling and Salah don't track back and defend. Maybe you should watch them again, mate, because they actually do. We won't beat Chelsea. We've beaten them once this season. We should have slapped them at Stamford Bridge, 2nd game of the season. They've hit form at the right time, though, I suppose. Maddison from Leicester, yeah, I'll take him all day long. Leandro Trossard, yeah, I'll take him as well. How many out of the 11 would I keep? That's a good question. Cheers for that, Mark. I would keep Leno. I think he's done enough to stay. I think he's done enough to prove he's actually a top goalkeeper. And he's still young. I would keep Bellerin. I'd keep Rob Holding. I'd keep Socrates for 1 more season. Maitland-Niles. I'm struggling now. Lucas Torreira. I'd keep Iwobi as a bench player for 1 more season. If he don't do it, he can go. And I'll take Lacazette. Everyone's going to go, oh, but you've missed Aubameyang. Aubameyang offers absolutely nothing unless he's scoring from 6 yards out. And his work rate's as bad as Mesut Ozil's, in away games especially. Yes, he's a good player, but sometimes too flash for me. You know, he misses way too many sitters to be considered world-class. He's a very good striker, don't get me wrong. But, you know, if I had to sell him to cash in, I'd do it. Xhaka out. Ryan Fraser would be a good sign-in. Thanks for that, Mark. I do actually agree with that, mate. I do. Because it's an upgrade on what we've got. Keep hitting that like button for me, by the way. Not even 100 likes and nearly 400 people watching. Would you take Zaha or Mahrez? Do you know what? I don't really rate Zaha, right? And people give me stick for that. I just think he's a bit of a show pony that just turns up against Arsenal because he knows we can't defend. But I would take him because he's better than Iwobi. And Mahrez, oh mate, I love Mahrez. I loved him when he was at Leicester. We should have brought him instead of Man City buying him. All right, let's do a couple more minutes, man. Let's go for 2 or 3 more minutes. Fire some more in. Thoughts on Tar and Diop? I'll take both, I think. I think I would take both. These comments are going rapid, man, so excuse me if I don't read your name out. Do you want Lewis Dunk? Yeah, I would take him because he can actually defend. And people, this is the thing with Arsenal fans, not all of them, but Arsenal fans are a little bit snobby. It's like, you know, they'd rather go for an overseas player, like, say, for example, Umtiti. Listen, let's be real. If we get him, that's massive. But the chances of getting him are quite slim. We ain't getting him. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd take Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk would be about 20, 30 million quid, probably not even that. And he's proven that he can do it week in, week out in the Premier League for a team that nearly got relegated. Fake fan. Yeah, remember you're watching me, Alex, yeah? Let's get some more of these questions. Go on, hit me with some more. Why are you not doing interviews on a.f.c. anymore? That's because I didn't bother going to any of the last few away games, and I couldn't be bothered, if I'm being completely honest, because they wound me up after that Leicester game. So I sold my tickets to a friend of a friend for the Valencia and Brighton game. So he had a bargain because I gave them to him for 50 quid for the pair. But I am actually on a.f.c. tomorrow doing a live watch along with Kenny Ken for the Valencia game. So you feel free to come and join that. Godin to Arsenal, no, I don't think that's happening, mate, to be honest. Thoughts on our season? I'll give you that in an end of season review in a couple of weeks, mate. Mate, seriously, these comments are going so quick I can hardly keep up. Let's do a few more. Let's go until 20 minutes. We're on 16 and a half minutes. We'll do 3 more minutes and I'm out of it because I need to record a preview. Would you take Idrissa Gueye from Everton? Mate, I have been banging that drum for 2 seasons. The geezer is quality. I'd also taken Didi from Leicester. My own show on a.f.c. I'm not yet, mate. I have to speak to Don Robbie. Brandt and Didi, yeah, I'll take both of them. Would you sell Laka to Barcelona? Depends how much money it is. Because let's be real, we could go and buy a Mahrez, and we could go and buy a Ryan Fraser, for example, and still have a bit of change for the money they're going to do on Lacazette. Do another All Guns Blazing podcast with DT. That was a good podcast, to be fair. If you could sign 2 players realistically, who would they be? Mahrez, I think he's class, and that's a good question on the second one. There's so many good players out there. Realistically, I'd say Maddison. Felipe Anderson, that's another good player as well. Do you know what? I was actually at the Arsenal-West Ham game at the very start of the season, and I see him like straight up. That geezer is rapid. Like, we all think that Aubameyang's quick. He ain't as quick as that. Trust me, that guy ran us ragged that day. We got lucky to get the win. Smash the like buttons. 416 people, 133 likes. Come on, let's get that up to 250. Do we need a left back? Yes, we do. Nacho Monreal, as much as I think he's been good for Arsenal, he's finished. And Kolasinac, I'd get rid. He ain't good enough. Can't cross a ball, can't defend in a 5, let alone in a 4. And we could get a fee for him. We need a whole new defence. Stop pestering for likes. How about set your own channel up, mate, and show me how it's done then, yeah? Thoughts on Chilwell? I'll take him, man, all day long. I think that'd be expensive. I think he signed an 8-year deal or a 6-year deal. So that'd be expensive. So Tierney would probably be the better option. Would you keep Guendouzi? Yes, I would. Unless a stupid bid for maybe 35 plus comes in for him, then I'd get rid. Thoughts on Gnabry? Fair play to him. He's proven all of the doubters wrong, including Tony Pulis, who effectively ruined his Premier League career. What do you think to Wan-Bissaka? Won't be signing for Arsenal, that's for sure. Good player, though. Would you keep Mustafi? Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. Sorry, your name's gone. They're going so quick, I can't read the names and the text. Yeah, I would keep Mustafi. I'd keep him in Valencia when we fly back tomorrow. That's what I'd do with him. Norwich City won the championship. Jesus Christ, that means we've got Delia Smith coming back giving it, where are you? Let's be having you. Right, I'm going to wrap this up. We're 20 minutes in. Drive that like button up. My preview for the game will be out at 10 o'clock tonight. Like I said, I'll be doing a starting 11 reaction video tomorrow, an hour before, as soon as the starting 11 comes out. I'll also be doing a watch along on a.f.c with Kenny Kent. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That'll start at 7:30. I'll then be doing my review and my player rating straight after the game. So big up everyone who's commented. Sorry I couldn't read them all. Like I said, it's going rapid. And yeah, until later on, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.